Oh, I'm so happy. Bro, when the last time you smiled this hard? Oh my God. Well, as you can tell, I'm still laying you back. Oh man. Don't you love NASDAQ? Love NASDAQ. Dude, I listen, before we even get started, I just pray that you have this much happiness today, tomorrow too. I hope you feel as good as I do right now. I mean, I feel this way every day. But I hope you feel the exact same way every day because it's important for us. We spend a lot of our time on, I'll say, oh, I can't tell you how much time we spend on computers, how much time we spend trading, how much time we spend, so locked in. We forget to enjoy the small things, forget to enjoy and do things for ourselves. Like we forget to actually hang out and chill. Hence why I'm smoking this big ass blunt right now. However, you probably noticed by the title of this video, we have a lot to talk about. Yes, we do. But, well, before I get started, this weed is really crazy. Number three, that's two fingers. This is three. Number three, talking again about old dealing range perspective versus trifecta. And again, I like both. There's no real difference to using one or the other if you are actually really just understanding market structure. You'll find yourself into the same trades looking for the same liquidity and things like that. Okay. Now, boy, let's check it out. All right. Now, you probably noticed something. You probably noticed something. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's take all this off. We'll come back to it. Right. Now, you probably noticed that this has been quite a interesting month, right? Why is that? Now, the reason why we always speak about how important AMD is not only because we talk about it or that it's popular. Like I care less about that. I care more that you know when to trade and when not to be trading and why. So, for example, you probably feel before we get back to like this A and the X week, you're probably noticing something. You probably had a really not fun time on Tuesday. You probably got scared to take this on Wednesday the right way, or you overstayed your welcome, or you came in yesterday. I know a lot of you blew some accounts. I got too many DMs yesterday. Y'all were blowing some accounts in here. Yeah, this is the thing. We're speaking about manipulation week, right? Let's see. Bro, I don't even know where my phone is at. That's how much I'm like, oh, it's over there. It's too far. All right. I'll grab my phone when we get to the target day. So I don't need my phone yet, but we'll need it pretty soon. So now this is the thing, right? So we understand where the target is. Okay. Clear as daytime. Now, the problem is, what did you do this week? Because a lot of you are New York only traders, right? You felt that Wednesday was probably the only day that actually offered you something clean. But you're not understanding the environment. You're thinking, oh, I heard that New York moves every day at this time. You're not wrong. But the issue with that is not understanding what the fuck manipulation is or what it really does. So how could you really be successful? Oh my God. That's it. The phone is not dead, but I grabbed the iPad. All right. Let's take. We need to take parcels at this low, so we'll wait for this low. Uh, 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 uh. So this is 24,750. Okay. 24,750. Now, not to be that guy, but it's the problem with this area here, right? As we can see, they play around a lot on this area, right? We go through it a million fucking times, but easy area of liquidity. If you in my Discord, you understand what I'm pointing at right now. Looking at the price, right? You already understand what we're trying to say. Now, again, free YouTube mentorship. Don't worry about that. I need you to worry about two things. You're going to worry about sell side liquidities. But the thing is, us talking about this M cycle situation, monster, yeah, monster. Now, that's the thing. All right. I've said this before. You're probably a New York only trader, and it's 8:34 in the morning right now. And you're probably like, fuck, that's not my time window. Oh my God, I can't believe I missed it. Yes, because you're still thinking that New York is the savior. You guys blew a lot of accounts yesterday. I'm blowing it because I can't fucking find the lighter now. What the fuck, dude? We just had it. What happened to the lighter? Oh my God. We found the digital weed, but we can't find a lighter. Oh my God. It's a tragedy. Hold on. Where you at? Oh wait. Bingo. We got it. Now, this is my thing, right? You probably got chopped up all yesterday, so let's check this out. You're still thinking that New York is the only time for you to take some clean trades. So you're not thinking, okay, well, this was a great move. You're expecting this to be a lot better if this was really good, right? This is my thing. You need to understand session functionality And I'm not telling you that you need to be a London trader, really. You don't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, but you do have to understand what London does. Does that make sense? So that means, in reality, what am I doing here? Hit the damn target. Don't you hate it when it makes that I'll explain it to you. It stops right before a major target to scare people. And like obviously, like your target is going to get drastically hit, right? Clearly, right? But this is my thing. A lot of people are freaking out because you don't understand London all the way. Now, like I said, I don't technically actually need you to be there. If you want to be up with me at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can. I'm up at 3 o'clock every day. But I'm trying to say, just to use the function, you can still use in New York. So if this is creating for you the high of the day, I'm not going to go into detail, but that means you need to fully understand how to trade New York when London is high or low of day. You need to understand what that means in terms of narrative and functionality. So you can obviously see it when I'm showing you all these core ones. But when they're giving you all these like clean London, I'll show you clean London highs and lows, right? Depending on the narrative, you need to understand how to use Asia and London. I understand you're a New York only trader right now. Now, there's not too many people who teach like I do on Asia and London and what to do about those. I have information on all four sessions, right? And all four meaning PM session by itself. But this is my jam, okay? If you're not fully understanding like the narrative to how to use the relationship between each session, you're going to be lost. And the AMD perspective that we always have, I understand is fractal, right? So again, we're talking about what? Now, I'm gonna give you two birds, but I'm the only one that's stoned, right? Now, we talked about the ICT primer. What is that? The primer is this bullshit here. You see how they come all the way down to your target, right? And they scared the fuck out of you for a second. But what is it really doing in reality? See what I mean? It stops for a second, makes brand new liquidity. It needs that extra little jam of liquidity. And they always seek a small gap that's close to you right before your target for real. So why do you think I had other time to do all the other stuff and not randomly expect my target? You have to understand how targeting really works. And it's time for me to get paid. Hold on. Woo! Happy now. Now that's my thing. How do you feel? Post game interview. You know how they always talk on like the post game interview with like the athletes and shit? Well, we played excellent fucking defense. And the manipulation week isn't really a problem once you understand manipulation. Now hold on. Ready? Watch this. Watch. Watch. Now it's my thing, right? What if I told you there was another one? Oh my God. Now that's the thing, right? They set you up for this all week. They set you up for this all week. And this is what I mean by manipulation, right? They're going to piss people off by doing what? It's 8:42 in the morning, right? Listen, you want to be ultimate, you need to understand how to use Asia and London. You need to understand how to use it. Now, speaking about this, says what? Whoopsie. Oh my God. There we go. A cycle. M cycle. Why do you think it's Vin Diesel right now? Too far, too fast, too furious on your ass. Manipulation, brother. Right? Now, outside of this, primer again. Okay. Like I said, that small area does what? Slide into a gap really, really quick, right before you reach a main target. Okay. Yes, they do some funny shit. They're gonna act like they don't want the shit down here. Yeah, whatever. But we don't give a fuck about that. We give more of a fuck about now. We always do market structure before we do Goldbach level, right? Because I want you guys to not be like, not to say it like that, but we're not about to be pussy about market structure out here. You either get good at it or you don't. And I need you to be good at it. Like, there's not a single concept in the world that I can think of, and I don't care what the numbers is, I don't care what the math is. Like, I care about you understanding structure before anything. Because if you can't narrate and tell me what the functions are, you will be lost. You will be lost. Like my lighter. And I don't want that. Neither do you. Because speaking about this, right? Watch. Our perspective of this. Let's get me off the screen. Our perspective of this. We're talking Gap, Gap City. Gap City, bitch. Gap City, bitch. So if we're talking about now we can get rid of this. X, A, and I like when I'm there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh God. Cottonmouth hit me. Oh, we had the blunt. But first, and I'm smoking this stuff called Heat Wave right now. Like it's a OG Kush or like a Chem Dog kind of hybrid. And so I smoke mainly like OGs, OG hybrids and indicas, really, really nice indicas. But like Heat Wave, I like it. I like it. It's my first time trying this one, so I didn't get that much of it, but I think we're going to get a lot more of this. Anyway, speaking about this, right? Now, I want that little low down here from 700. Now, that's a logical level, so I like that. XAM. A lot of people don't understand this, right? Look at this. Dude, it reminds me of like that episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob thought he was ugly, but in reality he just smelled weird. And like, you remember how Patrick was like, look at it, look at it, look at it. Like, that's how I feel about this A cycle. When people can't or they tell me the first time they view this a certain way, that they can't see this as an accumulation, I'm like, look at it, look at it. And then I'm like, firmly grasp it. Pause. Oh God, I'm sorry. I promise you it's the heat wave's fault. It's the heat wave's fault. I'm sorry. Anyway, when you're looking at this though, you can't tell me this is not like a wild motherfucking accumulation cycle. But I'm trying to get you to notice there we are. Trying to get you to notice the expected price action again. So when it comes to like what a an X cycle is, like it yes, like it's a real distribution cycle. So it is fun. It's easier to get done what you would like to do. Your eyes don't deceive you. Your liquidity is exactly where you think it is. The problem is on that A and that M week, it's hard to get to where you want to go. That's the only fucking issue. There's only two ways to go in the marketplace, but if you can't see, for example, off this 8 week, right? It's been sell side order flow for how long? One, two, three, literally 3+ weeks. Sell side order flow. Okay. Now I wonder if again, oh my God, there we go. Made myself a little smaller. Anyway, it was Gap City, like I was talking about. You need to understand how to narrate the week, right? We're going to focus on this manipulation now. What do we do? In order. Came down, right? President's Day. You didn't think it was going to be good price action, but it was amazing. Still gave a London high of the day, how we've been talking about. You got to understand these Londons. You got to get it. I mean, listen, you could be a New York trader if you want to. That's fine. We traded it. But what I'm trying to tell you, you need to understand how to use this and leverage that by the time you get to New York. You should not have to debate what we're doing. They're already telling you direction. So that means you should be waking up like it's Christmas and understand what the point is. Where is your liquidity? That's all you're responsible for. You get boom, and they leave this shit alone down here from the Friday, right? Yeah, they leave the Friday alone until Tuesday. Now, what do we have? And everyone's like, "Oh, get to the point, dog. Get to the trifecta. Shut the fuck up." We'll get there when we're done with market structure. Thank you. Now, this is my thing, right? We're coming down, and what is the most important thing in structure? Turtle. That is the most important. Friday taken out by the Tuesday. What do you think we're going to do, dog? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now, what's the only thing on the screen not mitigated? Only thing on the screen not mitigated. So when you're going higher, what's the only thing on the screen? I'm on the hour chart, by the way. It's the only thing not mitigated. So when you're watching all this, where the fuck do you think it's gonna go? You got boom, 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 boom. There's hella liquidity above this. Get what I'm saying? Lows are already taken. Where are you expecting it to go? You probably had a bad day on your Tuesday because what? Ready? Guess how many people did this shit right here? Now, for a lot of us who've been on old Goldbach levels, right? We're going to play with the 729. Pause. And we need to adjust it. Let's adjust it. Let's go up. Now, guess what? How many of you saw this perspective and you're still thinking that it's 729, 2187 that you're paying attention to for NASDAQ only? That's not correct. Why is this not correct? A lot of people saw this big ass rejection, saw this wick, saw the shared price, right? 24,786, and you likely thought, oh, well, he's right. It is sell side order flow. I'm just going to respect this and put the whole, literally, you're going to risk the whole management on this sell move. You saw this candle right at 9 o'clock or 9:30. You said, oh, I'm down. Do you realize, listen, this shit done obliterated accounts. It was so bad. I had to take a day off, though. It was so bad in my DM, is what I mean. Trading for me was fine. My DM got blown up over this shit so bad. Do you know how many people thought this shit was sell side? Oh my God, dog. Y'all got fried on this fucking thing. And there are some obvious clues. If you had turned that off and just understood market structure, that's what I'm trying to say. So when Jay keeps on being fucking annoying, like, oh, what the fuck is he cursing me out about levels? Bro, there's a reason. I need you to understand things. You can't come into the marketplace and say, you know what? Yo, I see the levels. I'm rejecting off that. But if there is a turtle soup, they already took the lows, brother. They took them already. So I get it. I get it. But look, what the fuck? What the fuck is really down here? What the fuck is down here? You got to avoid a fucking space down here, dog. There's nothing down here. You see one candle, you flip your whole fucking bias. Oh my God. Listen, and I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I so get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm not stupid. I see it. You're going to be like, well, Jay, there was, I mean, listen, bro, there was a million gaps. Yes, there were a million gaps. You are correct, my friend. You are correct. But guess what? You need to understand up versus down. You need to understand what turns the marketplace around for real, for real. It's not just your levels that are going to come in and magically save you every single time. You have to understand how to pair your market structure with the levels. Now, guess what do we do? Guess what do we do, brother? Now, not only do we break that 729 the other direction, we head to the only thing that's literally available. Like I said, there was nothing underneath you. There was nothing. You got one low down here, and you're thinking we're just gonna run to that. Nah, brother. Nope. Not with this ginormous, huge thing left open. And not only did they leave that, they left the breaker to be exposed. So they hit the breaker on you, plus fair value gap. That's what changes that order flow right back downward. You need to understand what they're doing in here. So when they're setting you up for all this buy side liquidities, they're setting you up for buy side liquidity. You get what I'm trying to say? You were just thinking that all these gaps that are over here were supposed to be the only supportive thing. And you thought that the levels here, right, were going to support you all the way through. And look how they disrespect that EQ. Oh my God. Oh my God. Horrible. Horrible. But we spoke about this on this channel. What's the one level everybody hates? Or two levels rather, everybody hates. Now, my Discord, they love it now because they understand it now. But my thing is, this is like the biggest level that causes the most dumbass reversals, dog. That and the liquidity void. Breaker and liquidity void are the two. I'm telling you. You not ready for that? These two will, oh my God, flip that shit on a dime on you, my friend. And you see what I'm saying. Now, hold on. Looking at this older perspective of your dealing range, right? Now, we could come down. I'm not saying that there's not a helpful perspective in there, because it is. But the thing is, right? A lot of people are still thinking that the bigger the PO3, the more accurate. And you're still feeling uneasy because you're still flipping through all your numbers and you're getting paranoid that you're not seeing a certain structure, or you're not seeing that maybe we're respecting a 243 with a stop run here versus um should you be caring more about the 729 being at a premium and that you should be selling it down? That's what everyone freaked the fuck out about. You get what I'm trying to say? But you knowing about that turtle suit and all this liquidity above you, yo, fuck this gap, dog. They showed you off the rip. It was not even about that. They spiked this thing and broke it completely. I understand what you're going to say now. Oh, wicks do the damage, bodies do the real thing, and you're totally correct. But guess what though? Why would they leave that up there like that? I mean, listen, not even opposed to like the dealing range. Why would they leave that exact high like this? And what did they not do? You didn't think that was strange? You didn't think that was strange? Yet you tried sales? I got so many messages like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? My gaps are they're not working. Because we weren't not sell side, brother. But I want you to learn from this. I want you to learn from this. Now, the cool part, right? We just spoke about how your 243 was right from Asia, gave you a nice Judas swing all the way down. Okay. Now, stops at 12 o'clock here. London has a retracement into a gap, and we run down. Gives you a 243 stop run, and we blast back up for New York, landing in that gap for the next day. Now, this is the cool thing about your current, I mean, like the DMN indicator that I do like, right? Because, like you said, that 729 is not really like the most helpful perspective. I mean, until you shift it, I mean, you could shift it if you want to. And this is the conversation, right? You get what I'm trying to say? I just told you where we need to get back to. It was a gap, right? If you half shift your 729 upward, yes, you see what we're playing around with. You see what we're playing around with. That 729 high low is now your EQ, right? So now you're seeing how they were really using a 729 half shift. That's what we're really using on that manipulation week. And look at the shape. Okay. If you can't see this, you don't have eyes. Watch this. We talk about real manipulation, right? It offers profits for the user on both sides of the marketplace. It looks wild, doesn't it? It looks scary, doesn't it? Until you break it down. I know a lot of people who sat there and was like, yo, man, I don't know if trading's for me, dog. Like, I can't seem to catch this thing. Like, I can see where it's going, and it's just too far. My stop loss getting hit every 10 seconds. I'm giving back so much money to the marketplace. I'm happy to break even on the day, is what I'm told. You'd be happy you got $17 profit at that point. It's that bad. But this is my thing, right? That 729 half shift came up to what level? Fair value gap, order block, and right back down. What was used here to get you back down on London yesterday? Fair value gap found in what level? Found in the fair value gap. But now, this is something I'm very self-aware about. The way that I'm teaching you right now, right, is you need to be understanding of structure. You need to understand why we're going up, why we're going down, if we're rebalancing something. You need to understand if we are running to liquidity in a trendy way. Get what I'm trying to say? You see why I took partials down here at the low. You need to understand why we even had to retrace. I'm not going to get into the detail of that right now, but what I want you to understand first, okay? If you have trouble aligning all this stuff on your dealing range, I mean, from 81s to 2187s, it's so much information to process quickly throughout the day or whatever, right? I totally understand that. So when it comes to like the trifecta perspective, right? Now, my Discord already knows this, okay? Um, you are going to be better off really understanding. Again, I'm gonna annoy you about it. You got to get that market structure practice in there because if you don't understand, you can't really work this stuff well. You're gonna watch bodies of the candles, and I'm on an 81, so it's a little small right now. Hold on, let me go up a little bit. Let's go 729 POV. Okay. That way you can see like real big, house real big, cars real big. Let me show you how I live type shit right there. You feel me? That was crazy, right? No, but I'm trying to say you can see like a bigger trifecta, and this is the big point that I like about it, is the like less switching of the DRs. You know what I'm saying? So you just hanging out on a 729 or and seeing this perspective here, see how big that is, right? This carries us for quite a while. And I showed you guys that last time. Where now I don't care about the sessions right now, but throughout the week cycles, right? So we have boom, then we have X, A, and then M, right? So we can see exactly from this 4 hour perspective exactly where the high is and where the real lows are. Okay. I like that it's just less switching of the dealing range. You know what I mean? So if you're comfortable with the visual, I've had a lot of people tell me they just don't really like how many lines are on the screen. Listen, I get it. You're going to get more used to it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Now it's 9:07, right? Now I'm on a 4-hour chart. Okay. We spoke about how high and low for me is still green. Oh, sorry, red. My liquidity layer is green, which is right next to my high and my low, right? So in this area, you really have like a set of rejections always. That's why you see them even down here. And it does what? Creates liquidity, right? Now, I totally understand how this could be overwhelming. It's a lot of lines. The 729 is huge. And now you're feeling like, yo, man, I don't fucking, holy shit. Like, I don't fucking know. But now, this is my thing, right? Hopefully you can see it. It's not too bad, right? But we're going to label this in a different way for you. We'll do, instead of sessions, we'll do, okay. Now watch. I can see it now. Now watch. Now, speaking about this move down here, right? This is that Monday, okay? It runs down, and remember what I'm on, okay? 729 trifecta, all right? Watch me work. You start this Sunday and Monday, right? White lines. We talk about these being early bias, okay? That's very cool. So you see how the white line, we only have a wick right here? It got respected by all this, respected by the bodies. We wick off one more time, and now we're sell side. It comes down. Bodies, 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 still respectful of white lines. So we are still sell side. Yes, we dipped down here on that Tuesday, like I said, with that wild ass candle. And there's a rejection here. You see it? But what's cool about Trifecta is you still wouldn't have been looking to sell this at all, though, until they really prove to you, like, yo, hold on. Like, this is really actually sell side. And you ran right into a rebound layer. I mean, whoosh. This thing rejected off that rebound layer so bad, it shook the pants off people. I'm telling you. But to me, that's NASDAQ being a porn star. Okay. So look at the body and how aggressive it was right through that blue layer. And right again, right through that white layer, white line. We talk about bias, blue layer, and then obviously white layer being where you're going to find gaps, and it's your early bias as well. Okay. And like I said, you're looking to not be confused. So since all of this is giving us like three ranges, you know what I mean? You're probably wondering like why there's a obviously like the red line at the bottom, white line, and then the blue versus up here where we're clearly in a premium. Get what I'm trying to say? So that's why it's flipped for the white line and your blue line here. You're just in a premium of this range. So you can see when I box it up, like discount, EQ is the yellow, very top is the premium high. Get what I'm trying to say? So that's right on this line here. It's not going to change the functionality of the blue or the white lines, though. It's not going to change the functionality. So when you're coming in here, yes, it's bullish off the break of all these blue lines, super, super bullish. And it goes right up to what? Your next rebalance layer. That's what I call the trifecta mirror. Okay. Trifecta mirror. You're going to have that between rebalance layers. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, funny guy. All right. We still didn't take off the sell though. We still got sells. All right. We still got more liquidity to take and shit like that. So I'm looking to take that. All right. So I like that down there. That's that Tuesday. And we'll lock that line. I like that. So we're going to keep that perspective of that because we're going to take that. And we're going to come and show you 243 perspective. Okay. Now watch me work. Watch me work. Now watch. You see, let's pop down. What's cool, right? They're showing you exactly how this works. Now, even on the current day, right? It's Friday. We're hanging out, and we have what's called a TGIF setup. TGIF setup is a Friday specific setup. Not going to go into the details right now, but just know that it's very fun if you understand how the weekly profile works. Okay. Now comes to that bias shit we talked about. Now, 243, it's a little smaller than 729 if you could do some math. No, I'm funny as shit. Anyway, now look, when it comes to this, right? Now, new algorithm every day starts at Asia, right? So we take this off for a moment. Fool, let's save our eyes for a second, right? And oh shit, oh my god, 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 oh my god. I was scared, dog. I was scared. Oh my god. There needs to be some sort of George Jetson contraption that like makes me pinpoint my lighter. Can I just put I should just put like a fucking air tag on it or something, right? So I don't lose the lighter. That might help me. Now, I feel bad for you. I feel so bad for you. I feel so bad for you. Because it's not that you have to be a London trader. It's because you're going to look directly at this and you're still not going to take the trade. You're still going to be too scared, although you see liquidity, right? How many times do you feel that you'll be like right here watching this come down, and you're still not trying to take this trade to this liquidity? Are you still inventing imaginary danger toward liquidity where they already show you actively that it's time to get there? Had to light the weed on you. Oh, thank God. Hey, yo, my hair feels really good. I just got my hair washed. It feels so good. That's why I look like Hermione right now from fucking the third movie. But you know what I'm saying? My bangs are all like in the front, although like they really don't hang like that in reality. I just put it like to the side because it looks all cool. You know what I mean? Because I can't really see fucking anything. So I try to do like the little, you know what I'm saying? Push them to the side. You know what I mean? Hit the Hermione on them. Oh, anyway. So we're speaking about like again, order flow versus trifecta, right? Now here, what the? No, it's not the lighter. It's not the lighter. It's not the lighter. I got that. Digital weed. I need that. Need digital weed. I'm still smoking the wedding cake on this one versus actually, no, this is extreme cream. I know it is. Hold on. Pause. Oh shit. Yeah, that's 700. That's 700. We need 700, right? That's what we call it, 700. We need that. All right. All right, cool. So we got a limit order on 700, and that should be good because the liquidity is a little like it's like 701 or something like that, but obviously 700 is good. So we're going to leave a runner and see how low we can let it go. You know what I'm saying? But outside of this, our perspective on this, right? Even if you're looking to just take this move today, all right? We talked about how we took this here. Now I don't got much left. I mean, I took majority, but we only got like two runners left. So TJF setup, right? So took a high, major equal highs here taken into a gap. Now, sell side order flow. So we're not really going to take major highs. That's why this is still left open. Okay. Now, same thing with what? High of the week. Yeah. Okay. Now we spoke. Why is that off limits now? Because it was what? Gap City, bitch. Gap City, bitch. Gap City, bitch. Gap City, bitch. Right? That's a little zesty a little bit. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Oh my God. Anyway, watch this. We have on your trifecta though. Okay. I'm not saying like it's the easiest thing in the world, but it's pretty fucking easy. Blue layer, bias, right? Now, you see, they just referenced that rebalance layer like 80 fucking times. It's just annoying as fuck. Don't worry about it. It's annoying as shit. I know. They even nick it again at that last layer there. And this is probably like what I call the spot where you just want to make sure you're confident about your targeting. You know what I mean? Because that rebalance layer can easily fry you if you're not sure how to use the market structure. It's not just you being in the layer that puts you in danger automatically. I don't want that to be the default perspective. Yes, there's a lot of chop on that layer, but you need to understand how to use it. Especially, like I said, a lot of people just don't understand the breaker or mitigation block level in general, so you're going to overthink it. You feel me? So just wait till I teach you how to use it correctly. All right. Now we got 919, almost got 930 coming up, so it's going to add some volatility, right? Just going to add some fuel to my fire toward my objectives down here. Now, it's the thing, right? So blue layer, we got the bias. Blue layer, we got the bias. All this was bodies right through on the downside through the blue layer. Look at my white layer. Also confirmed here again. Bias. Now, look here again. The bias has been confirmed to me, okay? Now, you are going to see some wild shit right after like 9:30, so it's not going to be um like everybody can't see the move. It's not that hard. But like I said, liquidity is liquidity. Get what I'm trying to say? Now, whether you understand market structure or you don't, this shouldn't be very hard. Are you going to take the trade? Now, watching this video, I hope you took the trade. You're gonna be like, "Yo, I took that trade, dog. Well, I took the same trade as you." Like, I'm hyped if you did. Now, like I said, right? Whether it's a little bit before or whether it's a little bit after, you get what I'm trying to say. It's crazy that the iPad blocks out like the green screen. Anyway, but really looking at this though, I want you to understand this is not the hardest thing in the world. Okay. Liquidity is liquidity, my friend. Okay. So again, just speaking about blue layers, white layers, and understand where to find liquidity and stuff like that, I want to show you again a bigger perspective. Okay. Liquidity was where? On that green layer. You get what I'm trying to say. It's systematic, brother. I know where to find shit. Know where to find that fine shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, there's another rebalance layer, obviously down here, which we only nicked. So I will be looking toward this rebalance layer. That'd be fun. And this is again like the bigger what 729, yeah. So I like that. We'll keep eyes on that. If they do want to run back up again, we'll keep eyes on anything open in terms of like gaps over here. Obviously, you see like there's a white layer up here, so there is going to be technically an open gap, but we'll see if they need it now. They nicked it already, but just so we're aware, you know what I mean? So we got that open gap. Technically still a breakaway, so they don't really need it, but I'll just keep those marked for now. So we'll say rebound slayer. So it's raining, and I want to go order some more food. And I don't know. It ain't shit to do but hit these targets, bro. Trading's so fucking easy, man. Don't overthink this shit, dog. Don't worry. You'll get to the point where it's I mean, woo, cotton mile. You'll get to the point where trading is so fucking easy. It's just fucking easy, you know? And bro, I haven't even left bed yet, dog. I'm still laying down, bro. I haven't left the fucking bed, dog. Don't smoke in bed neither. Don't do that. Don't smoke in bed. Don't be like me. I love weed, dog, so much. Hey, yo, but I'm watching Game of Thrones right now, or like what, Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, whatever you call it. I ain't gonna lie, man. Fucking, I'm on episode two. Well, actually, no. I'm on the end of episode two. I gotta watch the end of it. So I'm like halfway through it. So I'm about to be on three. I think it's six episodes out now, but like, bro, they low key gassing it a little bit. Like, I heard episode five is supposed to be the craziest shit ever. We'll see. Sir Duncan the Tall, my man, but I don't know. We're gonna see. Like, I like how it's premised. Like, it feels good. Like, I love Game of Thrones, but you know, I just hope that like, not saying because I didn't watch the last shit. What is it? The fuck something of the Dragon Dog. I don't even know what it's called. Fucking, I'm not about to look it up neither. I'm about to look it up. No, but this is what I was going to say to you. Okay, I just need you to understand manipulation is not your friend. Okay. Yes, it's going far right now because of manipulation. But there's two types of manipulation, okay? There's two types. Gotta understand how to find both types. Okay. Now, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh at me. But what I'm trying to say is try to find heat wave. Try to tell you, try this shit, man. Actually, don't try it. Don't try it. Go drink some tea or something. Understand manipulation cycles. Be good to people. Let's roll another blunt.